for whom he made 425 appearances and scored 99 goals before his £5 million transfer last summer. Merson has a new partner up front today. The Bolivian international Jaime Moreno starts the match, along with 20-year-old Craig Harrison at left-back and two 18-year-olds, Anthony Ormerod and Andy Campbell, in the wide positions. Brian Robson rests Pearson, Hignett, Beck and Kinder, perhaps with Tuesday's Coca-Cola semi-final at Liverpool in mind. Indeed, only Festa and Mustoe of that 11 were in the starting lineup at Wembley last May. Well, Arsenal are below full strength for different reasons. David Seaman's fractured finger gives 20-year-old Alex Manninger his chance in goal. Tony Adams' return is at the expense of hamstring victim Martin Keown, and a similar injury continues to keep out Ian Wright. But Mark Overmars has recovered and returns on the left. So the presence of Tony Adams restores the famous Arsenal back four. Dixon, Bold, Adams and Winterburn, the Matthew, Mark, Luke and John of football. They've been preaching the Arsenal gospel for nearly 10 years. Mark Overmars back in the team, is clear here. Middlesbrough are caught square, and he takes the shot from outside the area, and it goes wide of Mark Schwarzer and gives Arsenal a flying start to this cup tie. Well, that must be, I would imagine, the quickest goal of the day. And for Brian Robson, it was a shattering opening to a game which Middlesbrough needed to approach with some confidence. This is Festa. Back in by Mustoe to Merson. And can he get Ormerod through here for Middlesbrough? Overmars, you really can't afford to do that against top-class opposition, not when these overseas players are in such form. Here's Overmars again from Bergkamp's pass, and he got that one all wrong. Clean through again, though. And Middlesbrough without their captain, Nigel Pearson, to do the organising back there. But wait a moment, he's onside. It was a chance here for Middlesbrough, and Manninger gets a hand to it. And Arsenal were caught in much the same way. Jaime Moreno beat the offside trap and was clear. Manninger came to meet him, cut down the angle and did enough. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. He's an athletic figure, is Manninger. And from everywhere, it's a real chance for Arsenal. It's 2-0. And it's Ray Parlour. They both broke completely clear of the Middlesbrough defence, and Parlour thumps it in to make it 2-0 to Arsenal with only 19 minutes gone. Anelka plays the ball, bypasses one, finds another, and Parlour is clear of the defender, and that's a really solid finish. But Anelka's ball there again splits the Middlesbrough defence. They're just chasing shadows now as Parlour drives it in. Well, have Arsenal laid this cup tie to rest in the first 20 minutes? Brian Robson, Merson's it. Oh, there's a chance there, and over the bar by Robbie Mustoe. The best opportunity that Middlesbrough have had. It was good work down the right. Jaime Moreno with the cross, and there's no question that Moreno found Mustoe in a position ahead of his markers there. Set up first of all by Ormerod, then it's Moreno, and the cross. Yes, he's got in front of Dixon there, Mustoe. Now, he's undermanned again. There are two players to his left, and Anelka let that one run to Overmars, and Arsenal here are in again, and a golden opportunity to make it 3-0 goes begging. Mark Overmars drags his shot wide, but there must have been a little touch on it because it's a corner. What an opening. There's no Middlesbrough defender in sight here when Overmars gets the ball. He looks up, and this counts as a deflection, actually a good one by number 12, Steve Baker, who prevented that from going in. And the goalkeeper's committed himself very rashly. Paul Merson surely for Middlesbrough. And they're back in the game, and he's scored against his old club. Oh yes, that's the one that Merson was looking for. And it's brought the Riverside Stadium to light. Depressing until then for Brian Robson and Middlesbrough, but suddenly there's hope. And the man who's brought it about from Mustoe's pass is the former Arsenal favourite himself, Merson gets in behind the defence for the first time today. Alex Manninger really committing himself way out of his penalty area, and after that, with the unerring accuracy of Merson, there was only one place the ball was going to go, on to get level. Here's Hignett. Merson, good turn, and Merson flicks it offside, Andy Townsend, it's not going to count. Some magic here from Merson, and, well, was the flag up against Moreno on our near side? Very tight decision against Townsend. Middlesbrough perhaps a little unlucky from Merson's pass. It's still 2-1. Forward by Bold, that's going towards Overmars. Oh, and Vickers wasn't sure, and Overmars put it inside for Bergkamp, and that's over the top. But it could have been 3-1. And it's Beck picking up that flick from Maddison, and then from Merson. Mikael Beck! Oh, what a chance for the equaliser! And he knows he should have done better. Take nothing away from the young goalkeeper, who came out to shut down the space, but Paul Merson put Mikael Beck in there for what could easily have been 2-2. Grimondi back to Manninger. Poor kick by him, straight to Musto. And the touch on here has found Townsend. Real chances for Middlesbrough at the last. Oh, it's been steered out. Arsenal are saying there was a flag on the far side. It was Petit who cleared from Beck in the 6-yard area. I think they were actually saying there should have been a flag. I didn't see one. They were appealing for offside. And the header out comes to Harrison. And oh, it's come out to Anelka. Middlesbrough didn't really get... They've got a chance now, though. It's Festa. Bergkamp, 2 to his left, 1 to his right. This is Grimondi. Well, we've played now 4.5 minutes of stoppage time. It's forward by Townsend, but it's too far forward for Middlesbrough. And Arsenal are through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. Arsene Wenger's team took charge of the match in the first half. And although Middlesbrough responded well after half-time, with Paul Merson getting perhaps the inevitable goal against his old club, despite one being disallowed for Andy Townsend, he and Middlesbrough couldn't quite do it. They played a lot better after half-time, the nationwide team, but their priorities lie elsewhere. The final score here at the Riverside Stadium is Middlesbrough 1, Arsenal 2.